So I'm Lucia Solano, and I'm the legal advisor of the Colombian mission to the United Nations here in New York.
What is your projection for social unrest and economic outlook in Colombia, considering the SDGs?
So we have a change of government. We just had a new president elected. He just arrived to office a month ago, and it has been a big shift in the way we approach all of these issues. So he's first of all trying to understand how he wants to project his government, how he wants the Colombian future to be, But at the same time, it's very clear that in his government, he plans to connect all the SDGs because they have an interlink that it has been like isolated efforts on each one of them. And now it's become evident that you need to interconnect them and also to involve everybody that has anything to do. It's not just the government's job. It's not just the people on the ground. It's a lot of actors that need to be involved. So with that perspective in mind, what the government has been doing is sort of to think how to have the SDGs apply in real life, how to also count, how to evaluate, that you're complying, that you're closer to the goals, because the evaluation changes in each country, right? So it's sort of like, are we really closer to the goal? Are we just pretending or sort of self-assuring ourselves, like this is working? So I think that what we are trying to do is to believe or get information from the source and compute differently to sort of, address issues more directly. And I think in the end, it's going to be a difficult task because we're gonna have to change a lot of the things we've been doing. But I think the president is committed, and I think the Colombian government, at least from the highest offices, are committed on changing the really bad record we've had and the challenges we face. But we're trying to do the best we think we can do.
What is your message to the UN, to governments, and to CSOs?
I just, as a diplomat, a Colombian diplomat with a very challenging situation in many areas, I just wake up every day thinking that we can do a difference. We can change the world. I'm very idealistic in many ways. And I think that the message is you have to believe it's possible and you have to talk. Because sometimes, even in these meetings in the UN, we come and we say what we want to say, we prepare our speech, we say our part, but we don't really listen to the others as much, and we don't necessarily reach agreements sometimes. We just say the right things to say to our own constituents, but we're not really forcing ourselves or questioning our own, beliefs in a way. So I think that the message is we really have to talk clearly. We have to listen to each other. We have to cooperate more. And the way to do that is just to listen to each other, not try to put your point first, not try to convince the others of your point. It's more, I want to hear you. And that's obviously diplomacy. I'm not saying anything that is new. But diplomacy is also frustrating sometimes. And I think that we have to believe that things can change through diplomacy and that global issues can be solved through diplomacy. But we have to really believe in that and not just, say words that are empty in a way.
That is inspiring. Listening, talking, and practicing what you preach, in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it. I mean, I'm perhaps too idealistic in certain ways. I'm maybe too Latin in the way that we are very emotional and very sensitive and very deep. We feel a lot. And sometimes that's not great when you're a diplomat. When you're a diplomat, sometimes it's better to keep your poker face. And I think that we have to change that and be more real in the issues we face. Not try to, make our countries look good. Just, really address the problem.
Being more human.
I think so, exactly. That's exactly how, you put it more beautifully than I could.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. A pleasure to meet you. Thank you.